President Biden's infrastructure law will soon start changing the landscape of Texas highways. Electric charging stations will begin popping up every 50 miles or so, and this is coming even if Texas rejects the federal money. It's one of the things we learned from the U.S. Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg.
Mr. Secretary, welcome back to our program. The idea of this is to have these electric charging stations every 50 miles on interstate freeways. This means that people with electric vehicles can finally take road trips, right?
That's right. Look, you look at these newer electric vehicles, they've got 200, 300, 400-mile range already. But if you're driving across those wide open spaces or you're driving all day, you're going to want to know that there's a charger when and where you need it. Same as you would never think twice about whether you're going to be able to find a gas station on a long road trip on the interstate highway system. So this $5 billion is about working with the states and with private partners to make sure that we have that national network, that backbone of certainty that there will be electric chargers everywhere they're needed. Now, we're not going to dictate everything from Washington with a cookie cutter approach. We want the states to really lead on this, but we are going to provide the funding, $5 billion going out through formula to Texas and every state in order to allow them to meet these goals. And we're looking forward to seeing the plans that the states come back with.
Texas stands to get the most amount of money from this first wave of cash that's coming out, but Texas is also famous for leaving federal funds on the table. How confident are you that Texas is actually going to apply for this money and actually institute this?
Well, I'm very hopeful that leaders in the state of Texas will see the value of making sure Texans can take advantage of this electric vehicle revolution. Remember, if you have an electric vehicle and you know that you can charge it, you're going to save a lot of money on gas and diesel, even on maintenance. They are cheaper to own right now. I don't know why you wouldn't want Texans to be able to take advantage of that. Now, in the unlikely event that the state chooses not to submit a plan, we're not going to allow Texans to be punished for that. The money, according to the infrastructure law, basically rolls over so that individual communities can go ahead and apply for it, so that one way or the other, the people across Texas can take advantage. But again, I expect and hope that the state's going to put a terrific plan together, and we're looking forward to seeing it.
After this $5 billion gets rolled out across the country, when do you expect these charging stations will actually be up and running for people to use?
I think you'll see a lot of them going into the ground this year. Now, this funding goes out across the next 5 years. We got a goal across this decade to get 500,000 chargers deployed across the U.S. by 2030. Now, look, there are electric vehicle stations cropping up all over the country right now. The reason we're taking this step, though, is that we've got to accelerate the progress of that EV revolution, and we got to make sure more of it's made in America. One thing we're very pleased to see is that there are more and more American jobs, not just making the cars, but actually making the chargers. I was with the president a few days ago celebrating a new factory that's going to be opening in the United States, creating about 500 jobs, making some of these high-speed, very advanced electric vehicle charging stations. So this really is an economic revolution, one we want to make sure that America, rather than China, is leading, and this is a big step in that direction.
Mr. Secretary, thank you for the time.
Thank you. Good to be with you.